Your observations about Maple Bear. How did you find this institute to be different from others to begin with? Decided to put your
The
children
school
here.
is too good, and there is one-to-one with the principal, the teacher, and the student and the parent. So we can relate to everybody, including the class, the teacher, the principal, and the parent. You know, the interaction section is too good.
Yeah.
That is the best thing about it. Like, and not many the thing are there. People are there. Children, kids are there in the class. So I think
That's a very important point
That
for
is
many
important.
parents.
Yeah, that is there.
The teacher-student ratio.
Ratio is there. That is, you know,
That's
that
true.
is something very good.
That's true. So children get more attention.
Attention, that is there.
That's true. That's true.
In my view, I think.
That's
In my view, I think this school is a different school altogether, unlike the conventional schools. Here, the students, they are teaching on their own, like the basics. If you see in the other schools, they'll teach alphabets. Okay, you start writing A, but there it was different. They started with the standing line, sleeping line, curves, and all those things. So it was an unconventional method of teaching. So I think this is something which is lacking in the other conventional schools.
Yes,
They are
it's-
preparing students for the other good schools of Dehradun.
You are so
But they are not doing it directly, but indirectly they are helping children more to get into those schools because the creativity, their
You touched on a very fine point of their basic philosophy and creativity.
yes.
It's great that you observe that, and I think that's one of the core philosophies of the school and what makes it different. Did your wife also feel the same way?
Same.
Yeah?
Rather, when we wanted our child to get into this good school, so we went to other
Several
schools.
others,
I find it okay. Other schools are conventional schools. These are the schools. So my wife insisted you once visit Maple Bear and see what is the difference, because she heard from somebody that Maple Bear is a different school.
Yes.
So I had an interaction with Mr. Harry, and that interaction I told him. I think Vedanshi was second or the third child in the school.
Vedanshi
So I said it that day, okay, this is one school which will help my child to grow in a different way.
Yes.
That was the thing, so I admitted her here.
And I'm sure Ariman's father will agree
Yeah,
on creativity because
exactly.
Ariman is so creative
Sure.
and artistic in his
I
expressions.
would like to add on to the methodology part of it. For example, while they were actually being taught about alphabets A to Z, and it was quite interesting because Ariman is not very fond of. Thank you so much. He's actually more fond of running around, playing around, not into studies at all. So we got quite concerned and worried initially. But the fun part was when we started off with A, and I still remember that there was an aeroplane and he had to sort of paint it with crayons. And so he started liking it. And slowly he was into it, and every day he used to come up to me and tell me that let's finish off with the homework. And initially that was not there.
He was excited to come home and do the
In the
homework.
evenings, even yesterday he was telling me, late ho gaye hain, please hurry up, I want to go out to sleep. So let's finish up with the homework. And I had mentioned it to Mr. Juneja, and that they're not really taking it up as a business, which other schools have actually. The number of students have not gone up. It's been maintained. At a certain level has been maintained. Of course, they have a little bit of space constraints, and probably maybe in the coming couple of years they would have overcome them. And as ma'am had mentioned initially, that probably very soon we will have a bigger Maple Bear with more classes.
Yes, I think many parents share that thought. Many parents share that thought. Your views on how your experience has
Of
been?
course, I like to say that in just one sentence, Maple Bear is just home away from home, you can say.
Wonderful.
As it is, apart from that, entire team of Maple Bear is just like a family.
Wonderful.
And they are doing a wonderful job right now.
Excellent.
Considering the methodology of the teaching, it is very creative. Would we say? My daughter, she's Ananya, she's in preschool, and she's learning a lot from Maple Bear. And
She's happy coming to school in the
of course,
morning.
she's really happy. And in the morning, she used to say that I want to go to school daily. Even in the weekend also, she is very fond of me. So we are very, but we can say we have our decision right to choose Maple Bay as a school.
Very well said. Decisions are right to have chosen Maple Bay School. I think all of us agree to that. Yes,
I just wanted to say one more thing. That what very good thing what Maple Bay has done from the starting was they are preserving the talents of the children from the very first day. Like I still remember the first painting which my daughter made was given to us, and this is a series of
yes,
things
yes.
which have been done in Maple Bay.
And that point has been taken up further on this carnival. You'll be presented with many more opportunities to take back your children's souvenir home at a token price, just so that children feel that it is worth some cash as well.
And I think if this school goes for the higher classes, I would be the first one to put my child in.
Excellent. Many of us share that sentiment.
Definitely, that is it.
Many of us share that sentiment.
So I told him it will be better she'll study till class 2 in Maple Bay, this one, and then she can join the senior section of
Wonderful. So if I was to ask you if you would recommend to a friend or a family member this institute, would you do that?
We have done that actually. A couple of our friends.
students
Really?
in the school are from.
Even Noni actually.
Noni, yeah.
My wife and Priyanka, his wife, they're colleagues. So,
Okay.
my wife referred
Okay.
Maple Bay to her. And Manoti, I guess.
Manoti is there,
My
There's
wife
so many.
referred-
We have a chain of different families and we are colleagues.
Right.
So definitely we used to the word of mouth publicity. We are doing word of mouth publicity for Maple Bay.
Thank you very
Chain
much.
reaction if you see.
Chain reaction. definitely.
Yes.
My wife referred it to
I know,
wife
actually,
and-
you're right.
It goes
And-
likewise, like.
And you're all happy parents that your children are coming here.
He's become more responsible. He knows, I mean, earlier he knew what goes where, but now he's so responsible. Oh, it's time for my homework, as you mentioned earlier. They know it all. Now we don't have to tell them, like, it's their time to do homework. They just know it. Maybe it's kind of drilled into them, or they probably feel responsible for themselves.
As soon as Gauri comes home, that's what she does. I want to do my homework.
Everybody, they all, and they
that was quite amazing. I was surprised. You see,
It's quite crazy, actually,
No, I want to do my homework. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, they want to finish their homework
That's
first,
what
and
they
then
want to do.
whatever may follow. And I've seen that in Mohin, and I'm so happy with his relationship with his teachers. He's very pleasant when he talks to me about them. कि आज मैंने ये किया, वो किया. And crazy things that as a mother I've noticed, like the smallest egg is of a spider. I learned it through him. I'll be very
Yeah,
honest.
there was a
I learned it through him.
that one's on the YouTube.
I really learned it through him. One day he told me, like, mommy, how do blind people study? Like that. It's called braille. Now see, these are little things. The little kids have been taught these small things, though it's not related to them at all. But their general knowledge is coming up. It's not like a regular school ki A likha and this is the way you're supposed to write. But they're letting them be. That's very important for me, at least. I, as a mother, would want my son to follow his heart completely. Study at the same time, have fun. I mean, for God's sake, the childhood stage is only like once in lifetime. If we put that kind of pressure on the child, I think we kill it. I really think so. And, that's why I.
No, sure, please.